I'm Jessica Unmack. My husband and I moved here 5.5 years ago and from Southeast Alaska, primarily to be closer to more sources of locally produced foods, community-supported agriculture, and seasonal farmers markets. I'm pretty sure the second day we were in town, we became co-op members. While living in Alaska, I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in ecology and focusing on native plants and rural entrepreneurship. After graduating, I worked for the Cooperative Extension Service out of the university propagating native plant species and spent several years working for the Sitka Tribe of Alaska, mainly coordinating federal grants to assist in preserving traditional ecological and plant knowledge, working with elders, and also coordinating community-wide food events and potlatches and things. And what I think I gained most out of my experience working with that group of people was that, you know, their sense of community and place and how deeply it is tied to food. In 2007, my husband and I had twins, and so I put work on hold for a while. And the following year, we were encouraged to move to Humboldt by some local friends. And in 2009, I was accepted into the Master of Arts in Social Science, Environment, and Community program. And I was really excited to be engaged with other people and thinking critically about how we're all involved in our environments and our communities. And while some of the people in my cohort were focused on food issues and issues of food justice and food security and brought a really interesting topics to our discussions, I found my research in a group of local cattle ranchers in the Mid-Van Dusen who have collaboratively joined forces to reduce their sediment and work on other environmental issues in their watershed. And I found their work personally very fulfilling and encouraging. And while I value my degree and the time that I spent in classrooms at HSU, I think that my time spent amongst community members and getting to know more people, being a new community member myself, was what I value the most. My husband and I purchased our first home in McKinleyville about a year ago, and just before we made the plunge, we discussed briefly moving back to Alaska, but I got this sinking feeling in my gut every time I thought about leaving the co-op and our new community. And so I knew that we were pretty hooked, from our first community cooking classes to the community involvement that the co-op puts out there and outreach to the support of the non-GMO food project and increased gluten-free options, and definitely the support of local farmers and other food producers. I just knew that we couldn't leave the co-op. And while I have little experience working on a board of directors, I would like to be able to contribute my energy, enthusiasm for the co-op and its mission, and like to be able to help support the co-op in any way and maintain its viability for current members as well as members into the future who have yet to really understand how good it feels to shop local and support our local communities. Thank you.